I am planning on doing a dessert round next video. Okay, we are doing desserts. Bean biscuit, so usually known as a steamed red bean bun, 豆沙包, and a Chinese sponge cake. Both of these use a bamboo steamer. Never used one of those before. I actually was planning on doing bean biscuit last week with vegetarian foods, but I realized I was getting a little bit too ambitious. Spent all of my deductive energy on finding ginkgo nuts, and I could not find red bean paste. I'm gonna cut to last week's footage, roundabout way of trying to get red bean paste. Two potential solutions. Thought maybe I could make like a custard version where I use red bean jelly mix, oriental dessert mix. It kind of has the red bean in it, so that Asian American twist. Worst comes to worst, if we are so desperate, Japanese red bean mochi desserts. Harvest the red bean paste from these desserts into my desserts. This week, I went and visited the store. I swear, to the exact same place. And this time, there were a bunch of different bean pastes. Am I going crazy? Started to do a little bit more research on steamed buns. This recipe actually uses baking powder as the leavener. First, I thought Shou Chen made a mistake. Other recipes usually use yeast. Technically, yeast could be directly translated into baking powder. It is a powder, and you do use it in baking. The instructions followed if you were to use baking powder rather than yeast. Anyway, I found both the red bean paste and I also found dried red beans. Why don't we see the difference between homemade and red bean paste that's already pureed? Made the red bean paste in advance, using it when I am steaming, baking, staking my buns. Worst comes to worst, I can just eat the mochi and jello. Then the Chinese sponge cake. 10 eggs. So I'm going to be decreasing this amount. Beat the eggs in a suitable bowl. Mix well with sugar. Beat for an hour. Being careful always to beat in one direction. Yeah, I'm not gonna be beating that for an hour. One super buff arm. There's no reason why I need to make sure that it only goes in one direction. Both the egg fat and proteins uncoil so you can get a little bit more air into them. I don't know, maybe it's just some superstition. I was doing some research about bamboo steamers. You could, instead of using the parchment paper liners, you can use different types of leaves. Banana leaves, they weren't in the dried section, they were actually frozen. Why are they in the frozen section? Then I realized that it's a fresh leaf. I get it. It has like a bunch of healthy nutrients in it that are absorbed by whatever you're steaming. What is it?
Polyphenols.
I also found some dried fig leaves, banana leaf bottom and the fig leaf bottom. Maybe I'll give that a shot. Our red beans, gonna wash them in some water and then discard the broken ones. I mean, I guess they're supposed to float to the top, but ooh, I see you. You are broken. Once it gets to a boil, you dump out the water because that first boil is where all of the astringency lies. You are the dancing beans. Feel the heat of that boiling. You can dance. Time for the second boil. Been an hour. So apparently the way that you check to see if it's done, if you can squish a bean with ease. It's gonna be freaking hot, but okay. One bean. Oh. Add half the sugar.
It's a 1-to-1 ratio. And after all of this is melted, we'll add in the other half. Other half of sugar. If you can draw a line in it, then you're good. Put it in this pan. And that's our chunky red bean filling. Our ingredients. More leaf. This is the banana leaf. This is a lotus leaf. Sugar, eggs, homemade red bean paste, the canned red bean paste, flour. Never learned how to thaw a banana leaf. And I've also never soaked a lotus leaf. We gon' learn. It's just one massive sheet, perfect fit. See if it's watertight? I don't know. Yo, I'm just reading a rainbow. Oh, we got one piece. One leaf. Okay, I think that's good enough. I'm gonna put the rest of these back. And then, gotta soak the lotus leaf right here. They're like tied up into little bundles. There's a knot hidden. It's like unwrapping a present that's just wrapping paper. There's one bad boy. Two. We are gonna soak these. Definitely chose a too small vessel. And then I'm gonna soak the bamboo steamer. Da-da-da. They are soaked. Cake is gonna go down here. I think it's gonna be like a steamed pancake because I'm reducing the amount so much. And then the top will be the desecration, the red bean buns. What we want to do is make sure that there are no significant places of leakage. Banana leaves are waterproof. Don't know what I'm doing really. As you can see, it is half covered. Lotus leaf on the other section. These also have holes in them, so awkward. Flop it down. Draping lotus leaves all over the place. I don't know. It's not gonna work. Would you buy this for $100 at Urban Outfitters? Come on. And usually you'd like be wrapping like a rice dish hit with a little banana leaf. Boom. This one, you know, a lot more free flowing. Reinforce this. I'm gonna put banana all on the bottom of this. Doesn't have as many huge gaping holes. Stable platform. Okay, so now we want to get our dough ready. I don't even know if it's pastry flour. It says pastry flour on it, but who knows. Flour, 1 teaspoon of baking powder. There we go. Xiaowangshan did not specify how much water. It just says enough to form some dough. So helpful. Let's see if this works. We are in business. Cool. We got 8. Gotta get Miss Rolling Pin out. Look at that sparkle though. 3-4 inches. Make myself a little bean taco. Wow, I'm so bad at this. Clearly failed that one, but that's okay. We are learning. This is how my first one looks like. Okay. Rolled out the rest of these. You're supposed to make the edges thinner so it's easier for you to fold the pleats. Other than that, I'm just very bad at this. Okay. They're imperfect, but my beautiful children. You know, I probably should have thought ahead and been like, which one will be the puree and which one will be the beans, because now I don't know. And we're gonna steam these after we're done making the sponge cake. We have electric hand mixers now, so we don't need to whip something forever. We have one dish that uses chemical leavener along with the steam, and another one that uses a aerated way of leavening and the steam. Double trouble. Let's see how this works out. Yep. You see that yellow, and it's going to expand significantly. Right now you can't even see it. What I'm hoping is after a round of beating, we'll be able to tilt it and you'll be able to see it from this angle. And voila! You can see how it's risen a little bit. It's very foamy. Pretty streaky right now. How the sponge cake looks like. Okay, let's hope it doesn't totally leak through. Time to lid these bad boys. So I think the bottom is done, but not the top. Let's try to rearrange this. Ooh. I am gonna give the steamed buns a lot longer. I don't know if they're done or not. Don't think that these actually worked.
It's definitely edible.
I would recommend the yeast way. Our bean, this is the red bean, and this, which cooked super fast. I'm really glad it didn't seep to the bottom. That was my main concern. This tastes like a regular sponge cake. And I get the flavor, banana leaf. This one is just like, if you don't have an oven, but you have a steamer, and you want a sponge cake, you can do it with banana leaf. I will be remaking these, but with yeasted dough instead. Your girl flopped on this one. Yeah, he's looking at me, judging me, very mad at me. The moment that
everything went wrong,
when I put the baking powder in while I was mixing the flour and the water together, I will be redeeming myself. Nothing rose. One other recipe that also used baking powder used coconut milk, and I don't know if the higher fat content of coconut milk did anything to that. Then I think what I'm gonna do is start a different series about ambitious desserts that I want to achieve. So many times where I have totally failed and been able to make a comeback. Here's hoping for that.